ACC rivals in a game that could have big-time implications for the rest of the season. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Blue Devils offense will have the football first. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead, and it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
Going to take a shot on 2nd and short. Quickly to the tight end. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
Well, they got the completion there, and it didn't go very far, but the big fella with a nice catch.
Lining up from the 34 on 1st down. That's caught. It's Anthony. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the 1st down.
I love having guys that have the ability to make something happen after they catch it. Simple hitch route, right? Okay, get me some extra yards. Get me a 1st down after the play. Nice job by the wide receiver.
The Blue Devils can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. Looking left. Wide open downfield. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line.
I'm a huge fan of offensive aggressiveness to start a football game. I think the defense is getting settled in. They play up a little bit. They play a little bit more aggressive. They got more emotion, and the offense takes advantage. Nice big play over the top. Stay aggressive, offense.
Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Finds a man on the right. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. He is dealing on this drive, completed all 5 throws, and now they have 1st and goal.
Yeah, and who needs balance when you got a guy like this? You trust him, getting the ball back in the pocket. The ball's coming out, spreading it around the field. Nice decision-making. This drive has been surgical for this QB.
They're working that left side. Trying to hit him with a quick game on 1st down, and nothing doing there.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. Touchdown, Blue Devils! Great job by the back on the option.
Now, coaches always talk about starting fast and taking that opening drive and really setting the tone for the football game, and that is exactly what they did. And they finish it with a good brand of physicality, running the football, ending the drive, and getting off to the 6-0 start.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the 1st time. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive, and the scoring play came on the 12-yard run. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Coming out with it, it's Willis. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So Syracuse's offense will have its first possession of the game. Looking downfield on 1st down. Snagged in the middle, it's Willis. And this one will be stopped for no gain. In their vision of that play, someone would run free after making an easy catch. There was nowhere to run and nowhere to go except down.
Probably looked really good when they drew that one up on the board this week in practice, but obviously a lot more difficult to go out and execute. Give the defense credit. Great stop.
Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. Third and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a third down opportunity that's in their favor.
They'll try to get it through the air. Throws to the wideout. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
Third and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
Syracuse will send out the punt team. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Fair catch is signaled and made, and they'll go to work from the 27-yard line. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Moore. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. Fires to the big fella. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. The pull and throw off the RPO.
Early in the game as a DB, I'm settling in. It's okay if I give up 4, 6, 7 yards. I'm just trying to get settled in, gauge the speed, and then later on, I can adjust to the speed of the game.
And the Blue Devils can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Gonna take a shot. Catch inside the 30 and still running. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26. That's the end of the period, and Duke has the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats.
Syracuse, 0.
Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the 2nd quarter. So first down here as they go back to work. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Powers forward but stopped after a pickup of 2 to the 24.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Throws for the tight end. Touchdown, Duke! A great catch and run for 6. The defense just lost track of him. There's no other explanation. I've got to assume they knew he was in an eligible position.
Or it was just ridiculously good scheming on the offense, Reese. I mean, just an unbelievable job of getting your guy wide open.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point makes it 14-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished things up with a dart from 24 yards out. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. Power football with the run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Finds his big tight end. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a third down.
Grab behind the line. It's Willis. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the first down at the 30.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Syracuse ready to go to work with another first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got his man to the left. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Plays like that, a common sight for Syracuse fans a year ago as Kyle McCord led the nation in passing. The Orange won 10 games, won their highest profile bowl in a quarter of a century. Without McCord, what's the expectation now, David?
I mean, it was crazy, first of all, what Fran Brown did. Like, to take Syracuse and to make them believe, and then the high-flying offense, but now completely retooling, reloading, like all the pass catchers at the quarterback spot. So interested to watch this offense and how they put it together, because last year they found an absolute diamond in the rough.
The Orange converted and picked up that last first down by keeping it on the ground. Maybe they go right back to it. To the air on first down. Oh, they're after him. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
Man, this defense is dominating all game long. They have been making this quarterback's life so difficult with their pass rush. They bring him down there for the sack. They're not giving anything up. They're leading this game by a lot. We're only in the second quarter, and this ain't going to change unless this offense can find a rhythm.
It's second and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Here's a heat. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
And this offense, man, they're going to have to figure something out. This is already getting out of hand, but they're going to have to protect their quarterback. They're going to have to start throwing the football and having some success, because right now they got a bagel up on the scoreboard.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Fires to the wideout. Pulls it in. It's Cook. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. And I think on that last completion, it was a good example of that.
And that one took everything he had to sneak it over the crossbar inside the left upright. Now the lead is down to 11.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Plucks it out of the air. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play.
QBs, when they see these zone coverages, man, some of them panic. Some of them throw it too quickly and can make bad decisions. I like how he waited a little bit, waited for the right window, the right opportunity. There's always going to be holes in zones. I just got to be a little bit patient.
Got it in the middle. It's Kane. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. They wanted to get the ball to the tight end, and they've already done it 5 times, and we're not even to the half.
I'm about to say mission accomplished. That's what they want to do. Take advantage of the matchup, right? Zone or man, I like my big fella. I like using the tight end all I can. Great job working him into the offense. He's a playmaker. Find it.
They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. They'll immediately call timeout.
Good job reading the defense by the quarterback on that RPO fake. He waited to see how the defense was going to play the run. He saw defenders bite up close to the line of scrimmage, and right away he knew he had the slant throw right in behind it.
Get it down to the 28-yard line. It is a first down, and they have to show some urgency here.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you loved playing on teams with great offenses.
Now on the move at the 28-yard line on first down. Wants to throw on first down. Using the quick game. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. The Blue Devils with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Grab behind the line. It's Moore. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Now on offense, you're trying to get your running back involved here in the passing game, and obviously no success on that play. Defense seemed like they were aware of it, and all of a sudden you set yourself up in a tough position here on third.
One snap coming before they head to the locker room. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And it's third down, but they're going to go ahead and try the field goal and try to get points before the break. Absolutely center cut. And now the lead is even bigger.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
On the run from inside his own 5. They make the stop on the return, and that is priority 1. You don't want some big return to give up a cheap touchdown on the final play of the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Tough to beat a good first half of football in a great town like Syracuse. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside the dome in lovely central New York.
And the Blue Devils will line up to kick off and start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
On third down, he drops the throw. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
In the second half, trailing the way they are, they know they're going to have to be able to throw the football to get back into it, but you can't accomplish that if you can't keep your quarterback standing upright. Give the defense tons of credit getting that sack on third down.
The Orange will have to punt. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. Quick completion to the right. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
So now it's 2nd and long. He'll do it himself. Oh, he's got some space. They believe in this running game, and they take it all the way down to the 25 before he goes out of bounds.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
He's got him. Touchdown, Blue Devils. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point splits the uprights. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. From inside the 10, here he comes. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Looking to throw on first down. Rushes on him, trying to make magic on the scramble.
I think he did a really good job, first of all, keeping his eyes downfield. You could see he wanted to throw the football. But when it's not there, don't force it. Tuck it down, get some positive yards.
The Orange with a ton of options available on 2nd and short. Back to pass. He's going to take off. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
2nd and short is a great situation to be in. And look at him. He drops back to pass the football. He doesn't have to throw the football. He wants to be aggressive, but he can just take off and scramble. Doesn't have to take a chance. Great being ahead of the sticks.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
And that's one the offense just needs to be able to hit, right? That's a completion they should be able to hit in their sleep. Receivers got to do a better job.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. That's caught. It's cooked. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. He unleashed that one. Some serious spin rates, some revolutions on that one.
Want to talk about velocity? How about the arm talent this kid has? I love watching him throw these curl routes. He's in rhythm, he takes his steps, and man, when he decides to pull the trigger, watch out.
Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. They get him on the ground at the 37, but give him 15 yards on that chunk play, and they'll move the chains. Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Sends it back in motion. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Caught behind the line. It's Willis. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Listen, if I'm a QB, 2nd down, I want to check the ball down and get a manageable 3rd down. But when this defense is flying around like this, so fast closing out, he got to that running back, got him on the ground so fast, the running back had nowhere to go.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. Guys, time has expired here in the quarter, and Duke is on top. They've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here.
Syracuse, 3.
Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Lofts one high and deep. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. And that decision will be questioned for a while. They'll run it. Hard running there.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. To the ground with the back. Turning it on! Good pickup there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
And this is exactly what you want to do when you're on offense. You have the lead, you want to chew the clock, keep the ball on the ground, keep that thing just ticking, Palmer.
They're just imposing their will, Dave, and that's something that we've seen, I think, all game. Up front, they've been the more physical team. They're the ones that's getting pushed and that's getting movement, and it's carrying over all the way here deep into the 4th quarter.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
It's a draw. And they did not let him get to that 1st down line. It'll bring up a call here. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. And it's no good. He missed it. After the missed field goal, hey, could be worse. They're still up by 21. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Willis. Turns it on in midfield. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good game there.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Finds the tight end. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. They'll send the back in motion. To the air on 1st down. Caught in the backfield. It's Nixon. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
Well, the defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
The Orange just need to get some of that yardage back here on 2nd down. And he fires over the middle. It's incomplete.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 4th down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. He's got it and more than enough for a 1st down. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Syracuse ready to go to work with another 1st down. They'll throw it from the red zone. And the quick shuffle pass. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking.
Looking for the score. It's incomplete. Almost intercepted in the end zone. It'll be 3rd down.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Touchdown, Orange! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Lining up to add another.
Kicker is on for the extra point.
And the extra point pulls them closer. It's 24-10. An impressive 66-yard touchdown drive. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. They're definitely up against it. Time running out, down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick. The offense very fortunate to get that ball back. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. And this one is just about in the books. The defense can stop the clock one more time as the offense takes a knee.
24, Syracuse 10.